Imagine being trapped, surrounded by overwhelming darkness and countless foes. The sounds of breaking axes and snarling voices echo from beyond a fragile door. What would you do in such a desperate moment, especially if you were with companions whose lives depended on your wisdom and strength? Gandalf confronted the orcs in the Chamber of Mazarbul by directly engaging them with powerful defensive magic, specifically using a shattering spell on the door and then a word of command to hold back their advance. This was a critical act of protection, providing the Fellowship with precious seconds to escape from a dire situation. The core mechanism behind Gandalf's actions lies in his true nature as an Istari, or wizard, a being of immense power sent to Middle-earth to aid against the rising darkness. As a Maya, a divine spirit, Gandalf's magic is not merely parlor tricks but an extension of his will and inherent light. Orcs, being creatures of shadow and corruption, are inherently vulnerable to such pure, unyielding light and powerful words of command. His staff served as a focal point, channeling and amplifying this protective energy. Upon reaching the Chamber of Mazarbul and finding the Balin's tomb, the Fellowship was quickly besieged. Gandalf took immediate action, placing his staff against the door to the chamber and using a powerful shattering spell. This not only demolished the door but also created a brief, blinding flash of light and force, temporarily stunning and repelling the initial wave of orcs. Following this, he spoke ancient words of command, creating a magical barrier of light and fear that held the orcs at bay, preventing them from pouring into the chamber. This was not just a physical struggle, but a clash of wills, a magical standoff between Gandalf and the forces of evil. The sheer power required to shatter the stone door and then magically hold back an entire horde of orcs speaks volumes about Gandalf's formidable capabilities, even before his epic confrontation with the Balrog. It was a momentary yet immense exertion of his protective magic, buying just enough time for the others to begin their retreat. Ultimately, Gandalf's decisive and powerful confrontation with the orcs in Mazarbul allowed the Fellowship to avoid being completely overrun and trapped. His actions demonstrate his unwavering courage, his deep understanding of ancient magic, and his primary role as a protector and guide. This selfless stand, against overwhelming odds, directly contributed to the Fellowship's survival, enabling them to continue their perilous journey out of Moria.